Hi everyone, welcome from the desert here in Las Vegas, Nevada. We're here at Clark County Wetlands Park with
ContinuousPHP.
With ContinuousPHP. You are
Oswald.
And you are
Frédéric.
And both of you live in
Luxembourg.
And we, those guys put the Lux back into Benelux, that we have to mention as well. I run the PHP Benelux meetup group, and we call it Benelux because it's a term that people know, right? The Benelux area. But we primarily focus on Belgium and the Netherlands. And finally, we have two fine gentlemen who can help us along in the Luxembourg area. Now, what is it that you do in Luxembourg?
What we are doing in Luxembourg, it's a platform as a service.
And what kind of platform as a service? What are you focusing on?
On continuous delivery, continuous deployment. It's a platform that allows you to build, test, package and deploy PHP applications.
Cool. So finally something that focuses on the PHP space. Because
Exactly.
Definitely.
So tell me, how did you end up founding the company, and how did you end up meeting each other? Because that's an interesting story by itself.
Yes.
Exactly.
In fact, at first we were working in different companies in Luxembourg, and one night I was looking for a place to sleep, and I sent a message on Twitter and Facebook to find a place, and Oswald replied to me, "You can come at home." So
yeah, because if I remember the story correctly, you were on a train, or you were driving in that direction?
I was driving in that direction.
And you had some options there, so you had someone you could rely on, but that person said, "I'm off."
Yes, definitely.
So you were pretty much homeless in Luxembourg, and then Oswald helped you out?
Yes, a Sunday evening.
And then we was drinking a beer and talking about the common problem we had with our employer or customer about continuous integration, continuous delivery. And at that time we say, okay, we need to work on that to make a platform as service.
So after a couple of beers, you were like, there was a good personal relationship going on. So you guys said like,
we started to brainstorming and already thinking how we would make it and so on.
That very night.
Yes.
Yeah,
that same night.
Yeah, that same night.
Wow.
It ends at 4 o'clock.
And you hadn't met each other.
Yes, we knew a little
One
bit.
time.
Okay. One time.
Two times.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yes, that was really fun. And then we walked. We say I've participated in a few startup weekends, and I explained to Frédéric, and I say, let's do it. Let's work on it. Let's make a landing page. Try to drive already some traffic on it to see the interest, because startup weekend is all based on lean startup, how you want to validate your customer validation, and so on. So we made that landing page.
Yes.
We drove traffic on it, and already there we had a lot of people who click on the button join, and then we say okay.
And it was beta back then, right?
It was
beta.
It was not even a beta. It was just a landing page
Wow.
where they could click on join, and based on then they had a MailChimp form asking, give your email address and we will get back to you once we have developed the beta. And we made the startup weekend.
Yes, and just after we won the startup weekend and we started to develop the platform.
Now, what did you get? Because if you win startup weekend, there's probably a prize involved.
Yes, we earned office space.
Oh, that's a pretty big deal. Like, having
Definitely.
office space directly.
And we started to work in this space, and with a fresh new team.
Yeah.
And
How many people are in the team right now?
5.
We're 5, yeah. But we started as 3 co-founder with Pascal Police as well,
Yes.
who joined us just after the startup weekend.
During the start.
During the startup weekend, yeah, right. And then we have been working night and evening on working on the platform, the infrastructure, the codes, and so on. And till we made before that, we've been to the PHP Benelux making some prototype demo.
Back in 2013, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that. So you went from just a couple of sketches and some screenshots to a full-blown platform that is active right now, right? You are accepting active customers.
Yes, sure.
What's the URL for the people who are interested?
ContinuousPHP.com.
ContinuousPHP.com. We'll put that in the show notes for reference, so you can have a look at what these fine gentlemen do. Now, another aspect of their business and their life is the fact they're based in Luxembourg. business. We'd love to
Yes.
hear something about that. So, from what I've been hearing, Luxembourg is a nice place to live, a nice place to do business, a nice place to work. Tell us all about it.
Exactly.
So, in fact, once we met in the startup weekend, we also met the government in startup weekend, and they follow us from the beginning and help us from the beginning to growth with some contacts, some helps.
Networking, government help, business mentoring, the incubator where we are, the Technoport, that gave us open space, and then after a while an office where we have some very interesting, we have prizes that help us to start, because the startup is not easy.
No, I can imagine.
So yes, we had a lot of help from the...
Yes, also we had a lot of help from Amazon Web Services.
Yes.
Based in Luxembourg.
So yeah, apparently they have their European headquarters over in Luxembourg, so it's very convenient for all these businesses out there.
Yes, we can meet the team.
They have a training center there as
Yes.
well, because we had some colleagues went over there for training.
The European Training Center is in Luxembourg.
And in fact, we have started the AWS User Group Luxembourg.
Also, yes.
And as well, we are really active in the PHP User Group Luxembourg that we have.
So there's a community that you guys are involved with. Is there a big community?
It's growing.
Yes, we are about 50 people.
50 people at regular meetups, which is a good number. So,
Yeah.
And you'll be looking at growing that?
Yeah.
Yes.
But from what I understand, the Luxembourg government is a big support to you guys.
Mhm.
It's, in my book, or in my view, pretty clear that they're pivoting away from only focusing on the banks and going to,
Exactly.
what is it, IT and all sorts of high-tech, biotech?
Fintech, IT, biotech.
Lots of data centers there
A
as
lot
well.
of data centers, yes. Yes,
More incubators.
more incubators. And yeah, the government has really, there is a synergy and energy that is put in place right now, and a lot of startup ecosystem is built around
And they
all
found
those.
a very new city in the south of Luxembourg, the City of Sciences. It's Belval City with a new university and a lot of new place to work.
There is also Lux Innovation, which is an organism for helping startups and in research and development. That's where we are going to contact. We've been already in contact with them along, but we have some R&D project that we are going to work with them to develop.
Cool. So it may sound comforting that the Luxembourg government has your back and that you're in a friendly environment where work,
Yes.
business, and life as well is good. Tell us about life in Luxembourg.
It's nice. It's really secure and
No crime.
No,
almost no.
This it's a very small country. It's very pluricultural. There is a lot of people from all the borders that come work in Luxembourg, and it's a very on the landscape, and it's a very, very nice country.
And very active.
And very active, yes. You are
And
always
very centrally located. If you look at the geographical thing, you have Luxembourg there, Belgium, Netherlands, France, Germany. It all surrounds it. So you're all the places you need to be in no time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
With very good transport.
Now, we've been talking about Luxembourg for a while, but we are still here in Vegas, in the United States, and you guys are on a tour. You're guys touring around, promoting the product, I guess, and participating in several events. So we had ZenCon right now, but you guys been here for a while now.
Yeah.
Are planning to stay here for a while.
Maybe.
Yeah, I've been here from beginning of October. We are in California, in Sunnyvale. We are part of the Plug and Play Accelerator program.
Thanks to Luxembourg government.
Thanks to Luxembourg
So
government.
they got you into that
Yes,
accelerator
exactly.
program.
Yes. So now we've been to Las Vegas for the ZenCon. It was an awesome event. Very good feedback. We've made a lot of demo.
And a lot of new features are coming.
Also,
So you have the input here for upcoming features?
Yes,
yes.
So it's been a successful conference to you guys?
very successful.
Yeah,
Okay,
very
cool,
good.
cool.
And now we are going back to Sunnyvale and then Mountain View, and we have already a few meetings planned with very good, interesting people to meet and events as well.
So what's the agenda behind all of this? Building out an office in the United States?
It's an option.
It's an option. Yeah, actually we are open. We look for new customer, reseller, partner, and also fundraising.
Yeah, fundraising, of course. And then you
And
need...
based on all that, we will see what we are going to do. But yes, ideally first have a sales.
Which is important because if you want to get the fundraising, people will expect that you are a so-called US-based company, so you need to
Yes.
have an office there with people.
As
We
well,
are
yeah.
already hiring new developers
Also, yes.
In Luxembourg,
in Luxembourg or remotely.
so that's cool. So if you're interested in going to really nice, it almost seems like utopia, right? In Luxembourg, but there's always two sides to that. But if you want to move to Luxembourg or just commute to Luxembourg, you're most welcome. Check out their website, they're
Yes.
hiring. And if not, they have remote working.
Yes.
Could be, yes.
Cool.
Sure.
So that's about all the time we have for today. I'd like to thank Oswald, to thank Frédéric. I'd like to wish him the best of luck with their...
Thank you very much.
Not only with the continuous PHP, but also building up the community in Luxembourg.
Yes.
We'll hear more of that.
This is very important for us, the community, and in fact, Continuous PHP is free for open source.
Okay.
I think we had to say that.
Great. So if you have an open source project and you want some continuous delivery, continuous deployment, check out Continuous PHP. Thanks here from the desert. I hope these guys don't dig a hole for me and put me in. If so, this was my last episode. Love you all. If not, I will see you back with more episodes here from Las Vegas and beyond. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.